What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Today's video, we are participating in the champion chase with the 2x ancient shard event that's happening right now. There is a Titan event going on as well, so we'll be participating in the chase for the Titan points for that event. So like I said, there's going to be a 2x boost for ancient shards, so you get 16% chance at epics, 1% chance at legendary, and there's a 10x boost for this particular champion, the Knave of Hearts. Currently, he's exclusive to the Alice and Alice Adventure event right now, but he will be in the pool moving forward. So there's no real hurry to get him, to be honest, or try to get him. He's also kind of mid-ish. His kit is interesting, but not particularly insane or anything like that. Chance to steal, place continuous heal AoE. And then he has this HP swap, which is probably the most interesting part of his kit. But it's kind of hard to see it in action to really make a lot of sense out of it, but it's interesting to say the least. But anyways, he's a cool looking champ, and he's up for grabs at a 10x. This only means he's about 5% chance to get, because you basically insert 10 copies of him into the pool of 200 plus non-void legendaries, so you get about a 5% chance. Anyways, let's go and talk about the Titan event going on right now. So we do have the schedule for a Titan event happening, and the chase is worth 200 points towards the Titan event. Keep in mind, if you want to get the 5-star soul for the Mad Hatter, you can only skip 250 points during the 2+ week event for the Titan event. So you can kind of see here, there's 200 points up for grabs at the 3,000 point threshold. It's not too unreasonable at 3,000 points. There, like I said, there is a 2x ancient shard event happening. Each ancient shard is worth roughly 50 points on average, so you're pulling about 60 ancient shards to get the 200 Titan points. Like I said, the Mad Hatter will be at the 1500 mark. It's a slightly over 2-week event. It's like a mini fusion. It's good, but not necessary, to be honest. What is necessary is probably going for the Cat's Gaze. I think everyone should probably go for this, because it's a relic that's going to be on your account, useful probably forever, and it's a very simple relic. It just gives you damage. It just gives you damage, and it's ignore defense damage. So you can check it out here, where it ignores 10% of the target's defense when attacking enemies with higher max HP. So generally this would be like bosses, or you could put this on damage dealers and then you attack into supports. So basically like 95% of this entire game, this would be useful. But yeah, it's really strong, potentially game changing, and like I said, you can just use it forever on your account, so it's really strong investment. But today we'll be pulling on both my accounts here. I will be fishing for, I'm honestly thinking to go for the full 10k here. That's about on average 200 ancient shards. I don't have 200 ancient shards, but I can fill it up with like other things, of course. But I think we can make it work. On my other account, because I messed up the Mad Hatter fusion, I have 3 of those void epics, so that's like 100 points, 1000 points pretty easily there. We also tried this trick where I kind of told you guys to kind of hold off pulling the prism pool champion. So what happened was that the summon pool, or the prism pool, was ending, so the event ended a couple minutes before the champion chase. I was curious whether the points were tallied when the event ends or when you click the red dot. So I'm pretty sure it's when you click the red dot, but I'm forgetting things, so I wanted to confirm on video here today. So I will click the red dot, and then we will see exactly when those points will be calculated. So like I said, the summon pool was ended before the chase started. Okay, so if I click this and there's no points, therefore the points are tallied at the end of the event. If I click it and there is points, it occurs when you click the red dot. So boom. Okay, we got the 2 epics here, so no luck on the prism shards, and I got 500 points. Boom, there you go, guys. So now it's confirmed. You can therefore always save your prism pulls as long as you don't collect the red dot. You can always save it towards the champion chase. I believe you can just save this until the next instance where you need to use it as well. What will be a little bit awkward is if you save this and then another prism summon event happens. Then interesting things might happen. But in the meantime, that means you can just save it towards your next champion chase or CVC or whatever. So it's a really good tip to know. So hopefully you guys are paying attention there and tried it yourselves. So there you go. We got the summon pool annex, whatever, doesn't matter. Anyways, let's do some pulls and let's get started here. So let's start with my alt account here. So my alt account, I did pull 2 epics as well for the champion from the prism pool. So that's going towards the champion chase. So for my alt account, I think I'm just going to call it at the 150. I don't have enough shards to go for the 5,500. So I'm just going to take it easy here and just pull for the 3,000 point threshold. Well, that would be the aim anyways, but let's see how well our ancient shard pulls are. If they're really, really good, maybe we have leftover and then we can gun for this 5,500. Keep in mind that the previous champion chase had 100 of these. So this being 75 is pretty bad. Like, why would they do that? Just lower this to like, 4,200 and call it 75. Why would you? It's just blatant. Yeah, it's blatantly bad. And yeah, I want the cat. The cat's nice, but there's no way that we can get it like reasonably. So that's going to be out of the picture. But in the meantime, we'll pull for the 3,000 first. So we have about 1,500 to start. So let's get started here. 1,500 to start. So we're looking for 1,500 points. I mean, that could be, that could be a 10 pull. That could be 30 pulls. So let's see what happens. Best of luck to me. Any Legos? 1% chance at those juicy Legos. Nothing. Pretty bare 10 pull here. 340 points. Still looking for 1,200 points. See if we can pick it up here on the next pull. Nope. 500. So we need one more pull. All right, let's do it. So one more pull. So we pulled 30. There. Whoa, we got gold actually. Oh, that was actually surprising. Agir the worm eater. I mean, he was a fusion back in the day. Actually, not even that long ago. Maybe a year and a half ago. I don't think he's that bad. He has a chance to remove buffs. Yeah, that's the thing. But then he can also sheep himself with the weekend. He's not that bad. He has some flexible increase defense, increase ally attack, increase attack, sorry. So he can basically fit in on most teams. And then he has this passive that when an enemy is revived, like people were saying that he would be like a Wukong counter because Wukong would revive and then this guy would use his earth puncture ability or whatever, his AoE ability. But yeah, this guy literally sees like zero play literally. But I think he's going to be a dupe for this account. So happy here. We got 3 epics as well. So I think we're pretty close. We didn't even have to pull the void fusion pieces. Did we get to 3,000 here? We're pretty close. Yeah, I mean, we'll probably just finish it off with some random pulls, random mysteries pulls and all that stuff. So that's pretty much done. The reason why I'm not going to go too crazy on this is just because I'm a little bit low on like kind of like ancient shards here, so I didn't really want to spend it here for that. Although actually, you know what, it's the main reason why I don't really want to pull for 75 of these pieces is because previously it was 100 of these pieces, and me participating in this is kind of like I just really feels bad about it, just from the Plarium standpoint or whatever. In this case, you know what I always say to myself, if you have a chance to increase the power of your account and you're just using farmable resources, then just use the farmable resources because they'll always come back. But the relic, because it's pretty limited time, and because of it, the power spike that you get from it, if you can hit it, I think it's probably just worth the gamble here. So I'm just going to keep gambling here up to 5,500 for that relic. So let's keep going here. We just hit that mercy. But you never know, it's a 2x. Never know what's going to happen here. 2x. Whoa, there we go. Another gold. Boom. Oella, another fusion. Come on down. There we go. Feeling it. Oella is actually a really good healer, actually. So if you have her, she does a big 30% heal here with a buff duration increase. Something that's really cool is that she has a 100% chance of placing decreased speed. Could be useful against a boss, for example. And then turn meter boost, increased resistance. Increased resistance is kind of meh kind of buff, but it could be like a buff that your team doesn't have, and maybe your team, is really strong off buffs, or maybe you have Heaven Cast or something, and then this is just extra damage, something like that. But well, not too bad of a fusion. Definitely grown on me over the years, but definitely a dupe for me. Happy to have her. Plus 800, so we're at 3,000 something, 3,000 something, low 3,000s. We need 5,500. Oh baby, here comes the epics. Let's go, let's go. So that's 2 pulls, 1,600, so we're at 4,300, so we're about 1,200 away. All right, we can call it here and then just grab the 3 void epics, and then we'll just call it a day. So that's going to be it for this account. Let's jump on the main account and we'll do some more pulls there. All right, we are back on the main account here, and we will be doing the pulls as well. Looks like we're going to be going towards the 5,500 here as well. Depending how we end up, we might want to go for the big rock. So 1,000 of these resources, you can buy big rock with it if you want, or you can get 20 of the big essences. Basically 20 of these gold essences. So it's kind of up to you what you want to do. Big rock is fun to gamble and all that stuff, but let's see what we can get from the ancient shards. Let's get going here. Best of luck to me. Let's go. Epics would be welcome. Gold would be more welcome. Oh, there we go. Right away. Alsgore. Okay, Alsgore. Barbarian. He has block damage. I think he's a dupe for my account. Yes, block damage. He was actually a guarantee back in the day. I think ancient guarantee, maybe 180 shards or something, 160 shards. Anyways, he does have a block damage in his kit, and it's a 4-turn cooldown, so you can actually build a clan boss team out of him. So he's not that bad, right? I mean, he's actually pretty good, but for some reason he doesn't get a lot of love. Maybe because he's paired up with Jetney. I don't know. Nobody likes Jetney, but yeah, I mean, he has the block damage, right? He has the 4-turn block damage. You can definitely make him work for clan boss, and he's gonna be a game changer, right? So not too bad, but for me, not too useful. But nice to get the gold right away. Lots of gold so far, actually. We haven't been pulling too many shards, just hitting the gold. So really, really fortunate for that. Keep going here. I know we're not close to Mercy, or we just came off Mercy not too long ago. But yeah, okay, let's see what else. Let's go. Epics, yeah, like I said, epics would be fine. Epics are just good points here. Oh man, I get a little thin on the last 20. Yeah, we don't need the Mikage piece, so all good there. Let's see. For this account, it doesn't really need anything. It's just kind of fishing for gold to fill up the faction guardians. To be honest, the faction guardians are coming on along pretty good. Actually, it has been a pretty weak last 30 here. We're up to 50 shards pulled. Let's take a quick recap of where we are in the chase after this one. A lot of shards getting pulled. Oh, another gold. Oh, pardon. Hey. Pardon. I think he was a fusion too, right? Damn, I have him, but I don't have Senna. So pardon actually has a huge value surge since Chimera was released, because his passive gives turn meter whenever a continuous heal goes off, and Senna basically makes continuous heals goes off all the time on her A1. So Pardon here actually really good. He's a good healer overall, but he doesn't really bring too much else. Doesn't really bring too much else, right? He's a good healer. What is it? Chance decrease turn meter, and then what about this one? Continuous heal block. He has a chance to remove these 2 debuffs. I mean, it's not even like a soft cleanse. It's a very specific cleanse. And then he places 2 continuous heals and then block debuffs. I mean, 2 continuous heals and block debuffs on a 3-turn. I don't think that's good enough, to be honest. But yeah, it is what it is. We got Lego. Let's take a recap of the champion chase, and let's see how much more we gotta go. All right, so we are at 3,180, and we're looking for 5,500 here. Let's see what we can do here with this last little bit. So 5,500, like I said, each ancient shard is worth roughly about 50 points. So it should take all my ancient shards to reach 5,500. Let's see if we can get there a little bit earlier. Gotta get lucky on the epics for sure. Got lucky on the Legos, not so much the epics. We're getting about 1 per 10, which is not the best rate. Especially in a 2x event, right? Alright, come on. I mean, I'm not gonna say no to some more gold. But yeah, 1 in 10 epics, not the best. Let's make some space. Okay, let's keep going. Need just under about 2k points. A little batting a little bit below average in terms of pulling epics just for points. But let's see if we can pick it up here in the last little bit. 2 epics here. Need a pretty big pull on the last 10. Otherwise, we're going to be digging into maybe like fragments or something. I guess we have 10 more ancient shards. And blues. Feels bad, man. Let's finish off this 10 pull here. Then see where we're at. We're probably going to have to use mystery shards to get the 5,500. I think we need about 1,000 points here in the last 10 pull. 2 epics, 3 epics. 3 epics, that's pretty good. That's definitely helpful. I think we're pretty close. I think we've got to use the mystery shards to finish it off. So basically in line with about, you know, we probably pulled a little bit better than 50 points each, I think. We just did about 800 something, so we need about 100 mystery shards. I can do that off camera, no problem. In terms of where we stand, we're actually second place here. This is looks like a pretty soft, maybe it's a soft bracket that, you know, you can kind of maybe win. I mean, it's 1 in 50 chance. Looks like a pretty soft bracket, but this guy, he's already at 12k. I mean, you gotta imagine that he has more in the tanks. 12k. I got 1, 2, 3. I got 2k in frags. 2k in frags. Look at this Broadmaw spread. Got like a million of these guys. 12. Like, look at this. And I got 2 and I got 0. Unreal. Unreal, man. I need that piggy. I need some of these pigs to make Broadmaws. I'm not gonna pull voids, obviously. There's gonna be mystery shards. I got primals, but I don't want to pull those at all. So I think I'm gonna be out. I could buy shards. I mean, could buy shards. Never know. I got like, you know, this is enough to buy 2,500 maybe. Sorry, 250 ancient shards. But probably not gonna do that for the cat. Yeah. So 130 mystery shards. I'll finish off this relic material, and then we'll just leave it at that for the champion chase. Anyways, guys, hopefully you guys got some pretty good luck on your champion chase. I mean, we pulled 2 Legos, we pulled 100 you know, 100 ancient shards, we got 2 Legos, and I think we filled up our barbarian. Yeah, we filled up our barbarian faction guard. I mean, that's pretty huge. Because that gives our mans an extra 10 speed, Thor an extra 10 speed. Like, these are champions that, you know, obviously I use. What's the other champion we pulled? We pulled Alsgore. What is Alsgore? Alsgore is a barbarian, right? I don't have an Alsgore, really? I didn't have one until today. Where is he? Oh, is he not a barbarian? Oh, there he is. Sorry, there he is. Damn, I guess I didn't have Alsgore. I thought I did. Really? I'm a little bit surprised, to be honest. Alsgore, wow. I didn't have him. Oh, so he's new. I thought he would be a dupe, but anyways, guys, hopefully you guys had some good luck yourselves on your champion chase events. Like I said, you guys, for the Titan event, you guys can miss 250. You can still get the 5-star blessing. If you guys are only after the relics, which I highly advise you guys to do, even if you guys are early or mid-game players, you know, you can skip 750 points, which means you can basically skip at least 2 of the summon events. You can maybe skip the full deck. You could skip the chase, but if you're an early game player, the 2x ancient shards is pretty juicy. It's a good event to pick up some epics, so it might be worth doing. But you can definitely skip the deck if you want, or another summon event. So you can probably skip 2 summon events. So I don't think you can, you know, if you're just one of those people that just sitting there and saying, you're looking at the cat's gaze at 1,000 points and you say you can't do it, or that you're not going to do it because it's too much work. Think about how hard it is to grind up like a full set of savage gear, for example, that's actually good, and you would put it on a champion. That is basically what the cat's gaze can be, and you can basically have it forever on your account, and your account will forever be stronger because of it. So just consider that it's better than a random legendary. It's better than a random guarantee legendary. Make sure you guys go for the cat's gaze if you guys can. Like I said, you guys can miss 750 points over the next 2 weeks. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one.